As for the reason behind perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such... Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being... oh, I don't know... selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like...
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally! kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome, at last, to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep... Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me.
Makes sense. She's...
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this... I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is a commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just like I said. This...
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
You must also be here to try and convince... Teijima has protected this place ever since he arrived, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near. But now, all of a sudden, he said, we will gladly apologize.
If you want my opinion, something to do... It's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they... I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
You must be Teijima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but... And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like... a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Teijima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Teijima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We...
Understood.
Looks like Teijima's diary. Let's see what we... Today, I helped rescue a kid. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back. So seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait! There's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine. So this is the Omamori Teijima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there... somewhere that Tejima visited a lot? The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried... Must be something... It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? Huh. So the reason but he's been here for 30 years. Oh, well, let's go give Tejima his...
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me But I haven't... Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? now that I think about it, when my vision... love, regret, everything I felt for her... it's all... no. Not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to... I think... maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for... although... what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember... When I think about it like that... how curious. Why am I I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... okay. But seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to...
The entire clan is counting on that food! How many times do I have to say it?
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's...
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still... My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard. To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I would... To top it all off, if you don't believe...
Huh. But we should be...
Don't worry. Hatsuko will be...
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Don't worry. Hatsuko will be fine.
Really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really...
You haven't. Today's just the beginning.
Treasure, when will I find it?
Another test subject. Fry!
You're open! Boom boom!
Fry! You're open! Fry!
Motion to compel!
Fry! You're open!
Boom boom!
Carol. Fry!
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, huh? So he's the one who sent you after us, huh?
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with...
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange... I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught...
You've got a deal!
Huh?
What the...
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking... We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the... As for you guys, You're free to go. Just pray that our path...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we...
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Please speak to President Sung.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. Or perhaps the... Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps...
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So
that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found... So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt...
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the and no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name...
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before you go...
But we didn't buy...
Information is all... Don't worry. I won't charge much for information.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a... Let's go talk to what are you doing here all by yourself?
I presented them with a choice. Either they... It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't, but I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed before he passed. And...
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain, taking on seemingly endless. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Is it just me?
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all.
Hey there! Did...
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. But then we got here and overheard you talking about...
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Domon. A name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent... He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly is... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over. And Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Shh. So you decided to come. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, when she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't recognize. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to... The ritual has now begun. Oh, please, excuse me for a moment.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How? Are you sure you're Domon? Unless... I guess it's been a few years.
Excuse me? We're the one... And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister!
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the... I don't care to talk about that time.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with... When we were young, we trained under the same sword. I had begun training practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art, seek to achieve stillness of... But Domon was... Sensei scolded him. I thought so too. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind. He was consumed.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that of all the disciples, Domon's arrival. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei, too. After that, I wanted... So, when I heard rumors, I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, so you see, I came... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism...
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant... But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yae. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her. Do you think that's Lady Yae? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just it was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from... I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yae, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to
Lady Yae, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any...
But... then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spirit... As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yae...
Your school practices stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by... Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple? And if...
Lady Yae, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hope. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of...
Poor sensei. To think he's been suffering so...
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have...
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, When you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow...
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into... You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyo Shisui. I no longer have... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life... Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on...
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai She seems super mysterious. I'm so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it.
See that he stays safe.
guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their vision, Ayaka, how come this time?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be—
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your— Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what— It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on— You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains—
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro—
Oh, Paimon gets it. Got it.
Once the number of
Makes sense.
In any case. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of... It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, the issue is this. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive vision. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us...
Resistance? You mean...
Yes. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate. But I do wonder what... Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the shogun. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt decree?
To be honest, we do not. Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that...
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that... For example...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution. Exactly. I feel the same way. When you are ready, go to...
Lightning flash!
The books were more interesting in the past.
Oh, you're taking me out?
I'll take care of it. The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
Gonna be epic. I'll scout ahead.
I'll take care of it.
Take this!
Let's spark things up a little. I knew I should have stayed home.
Why has everyone stopped singing?
Lightning flash! Take this!
Come a little closer. My.
Gotta keep trying. Let this...
Blitz. He. Ha.
I'll protect us.
Lightning slash! Bellowing thunder!
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Motion to compare.
With the wind!
Everyone is working super hard. We should be too.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better... Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the...
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things Psst! Hey! Huh? There's...
Come on! This way!
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go...
Shh! Quiet!
Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just be... Huh?
Shh! If you don't get...
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon would...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon.
Stop! As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people...
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan, but if I just march straight in there by myself, I'd probably get... So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our...
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out! La da 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 da.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
best in Inazuma! Naganohara's fireworks are the best in Inazuma!
Shogun must have her reasons.
Why do those dwarves make the same mistakes over and over?
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. But we should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, You two. Let the show begin.
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Freeze! This moment will be disappear!
I dare you!
La 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 la. Let's dance.
Yeah! Slash!
Windblade!
Bested.
Let the show.
Battle formation!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Teach me a lesson. Get them! Show me what you've got! Allow me. Right there! Strike first! Show me what you've got!
Inadmissible evidence!
Don't you cannot match my bravery! I'll spare that quick! I dare you!
Don't get frostbite.
Slash!
I'll protect us.
Clear cut! Allow me to strike first! Don't hold back!
Motion to compel.
Show me what you've got!
Disappear!
Let's dance.
I dare you!
Incinerate!
Don't hold back!
Watch your step! I've been bested.
Motion to compel.
Train harder.
I'll protect you. Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourselves.
Incinerate! Wrap up the flame!
I dare you!
I object.
Don't hold back!
The law has loopholes.
Ready, steady, go!
Watch your step! I dare you back!
Withdraw.
Allow me. It's my blade. I need to train harder. I dare you. I've been bested.
Must be Master Masa.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up?
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back?
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little...
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you...
Yes, ma'am.
Paimon!
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to...
Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear! Now's our chance!
What? Yoimiya, is that...
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any... Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well... You can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of...
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never... How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
Windblade!
Restaurant? That place isn't...
Mistakes over and over again.
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Why?
Give me half a chance, and I'll become an outlaw.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. In her eyes, Master Masaka, if our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against...
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoi... You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time with... But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems...
A ceremony, you say? Why?
I don't know, but I'm sure it...
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Funny enough, I learned a new hot...
A hotbot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has...
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what... Let's see what we've got here. Fresh fish fillets, shrimp, bamboo... Nice! You can't go wrong with these! Paimon can't wait! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go waste... This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
Yeah, you can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite... Even with a traveler's normal ingredients.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating boiling cakes in hot pot. Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest...
Uh-oh. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of hot. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is... me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting...
I wonder...
Wow!
Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like, but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission.
Individual request? You mean...
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, a few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother... So, I am very curious about... According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki.
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want? Do you need us to find her for...
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together, but he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, I don't wish to involve anybody else from Ina's... Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with a genuine concern for other people.
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we should be able to help. In terms of payment, just treat us to some delicious...
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity...
Oh, we don't mind! We don't mind at all!
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura Textiles and Kimonos is our...
Alright, sounds good.
Ad Astra Ab.
Why do new explorers make the same mistake?
The essence of the Ame Noma art is to have the patience to move mountains and The essence of the Ame Noma art is to have the patience to move mountains and unrelenting will.
How can I...
essence of the Ame Noma art is to have the patience to move mountains and unrelenting willpower.
Okay, okay.
How can I improve my culinary skills?
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Come take a look.
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
Adding more abilities to the characters. Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
You can find everything and anything.
Hmm? This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since...
No! What made you think that? Festivals, each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, well, oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit.
welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas.
Oh, greetings to you too. I have a
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us...
Please.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura textiles and kimonos for your tailoring needs. However, there is... Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk... As you well know. In all honesty, but of course, where our customers...
So you're saying we need to go and buy some silk?
If even Ogura textiles...
You could try the inch. The only thing is their price.
Huh. So even just getting... Wait! The International Trade Association?
It look... Thank you ever so much. We will be back once we've acquired the fabric. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request.
Why is she being so secretive?
Absolutely.
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made a silk kimono for the longest time now, and this is a beautiful...
That Traveler Paimon? Let's try our... This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around. Look, there he is.
Looks like we found him.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh! You're Miss Ayaka from the Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time. The association is back in business, and it's all thanks to you.
That's great, but, why were you staring into space just now? Did something bad happen?
Well, you see... It's embarrassing to admit, but some of the Association's goods have been stolen by vagrants.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade silk.
Aww.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. It's been sitting in storage ever since. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a good time to bring our batch out of storage, thinking it'd probably fetch a good price. But then... the vagrants swiped the whole batch, then disappeared into the woods. I'd reported to the authorities, but... well, as you know, they don't think much of foreign merchants like us.
Well, I also take issue with
My apologies. I had to let off some steam. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much we can do ourselves to get our goods back. Perhaps I'm doomed to go bankrupt after all.
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity, but I can still help you get your lost goods back.
Of course, I would never... Wait, what?
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word will be seen to reflect on the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. I do so not without reservation, so I hope that you will treat this matter as confidential. That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm afraid that I won't always be able to help you in such circumstances. Given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise more caution in the future.
We will. We certainly will. But, are you sure this isn't gonna cause any issues for you? What if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society. Surely putting your neck on the line for small-timers like me can't be worth the risk.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Kanjo Commission felt that I was accountable to them for my actions.
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine! Does everyone from a powerful clan talk like that?
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location of the theft, and anything that stood out about the perpetrator's appearance.
Thank you so much. Let's see, it was 2 hours ago now, over at the,
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go!
Why in the world can't I use my permit? Please have your documents and proof of identification ready.
Please step forward and complete this form in order to stay in Rito.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
If any Outlanders are having trouble, feel free to visit the International Trade Association.
This is the Outlander Affairs Agency. Please have your documents and proof of identification ready.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?